I'm feeling high.
4 o'clock Friday afternoon, 8:10:18. Right, LA time, Pacific Standard. On my way to YouTube headquarters. So guys, anybody who is around the LA area, around California, who can, the thing, oh, you're already there, Mark, awesome. I'm almost there, bro. I haven't had a chance to do a live today. I had to take meetings in the car and everything, so I could take meetings in the car, take meetings while driving, so I could be there as soon as possible. On my way to YouTube headquarters, to our get-together, our Patriot get-together, our protectors of the First Amendment get-together, to make sure that not only they can't do this to Alex Jones, but that this stops at Alex Jones, because right now the way it looks, it doesn't look like it will. Vox, that impartial, beautiful thing called Vox, is already calling for the shutdown of Mark Dice, Candace Owens, and several other conservative voices and people who they know that can end up having a huge effect on the election. That's what this is about. This is about territory, right? YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, they pretended to be the internet town square where everybody could come and free speech was king, and they fooled everybody. Diamond and Silk with 1.4 million Facebook followers got her thing, Shadow Man demonetized and so on. Mark Dice, 1.4 million YouTube followers, can't get his videos to be monetized anymore. Alex Jones, completely gone. I've never been an InfoWars guy. I'm not going there for Alex Jones. I'm going there for free speech. And if you pretend like your platform is just the purveyor of content, and that every voice is allowed, because there's some despicable things on YouTube that I've reported on that goes nowhere, that stays there. But a person who exposes fake news is not allowed, and you call that hate speech? That's the definition of insanity. That's a world gone upside down with sideways. So that's why I'm going today, and I hope I'll see some of you there. I just wanted to check in, see what's going on. I will be reporting live from there. Once I get there, I'll be live streaming. So for all of you who cannot participate, who cannot be there, check back in with me in a few minutes, and I'll live stream it from YouTube headquarters, along with my buddy Mark, who's already there, and several other people that are coming to this Taking Back California sponsored event. All right, dudes and dudettes, boys and girls, ladies and gents, I'll see you guys when I see you, and for those of you who I won't see, check back in to see. Yeah, this guy.
I saw it.
Right there. Tony.
Good to see you. I love that. Great job. Great one. Okay, I saw it. I know. I was gonna get super creative and get like 6'9".
So we're here. Patriot Q is the account that makes these.
I wore my vintage War shirt. I was a huge, used to be a huge supporter.
I know.
I kind of went off the wagon a little bit with the whole.
He went off the wagon.
You went off the wagon. I said,
yeah, we're here for the here for the First
he
Amendment.
just happens to be the one that.
Yeah, exactly. The first one down to go.
Supported him for that, for taking that. And I see
No,
it for some
he
things,
took
you know.
one for. Yeah, he's still There's quite a bit of good stuff here.
Changed a lot of people.
100, man. What is it called? Endgame.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about,
Some good
right?
films. Oh, yeah.
Endgame.
That's what
Endgame was the one that got him on my radar.
Yeah.
We're here at YouTube headquarters, by the
What
way.
was the one with
Instagram.
Obama's face on it? It was like a mask. Obama something.
Yeah.
He had a good Obama one too. When Obama got elected, like
We all just got here. We're here for the First Amendment. YouTube headquarters. Where is YouTube, by the way? All of it? We got some Hillary for prison. This is it's a hard.
Oh, what's up, my brother? We just know right here. What's up, everybody? What's up, Instagram? What's up, America? What's up, my patriots right here with the Storm himself, the Red Storm. How you doing, my brother? God bless you, man. Awesome. You met these beautiful ladies
No,
coming
I
up
have
for the
not.
first
Yeah.
time?
I know.
Look
I
at
love
that.
the T-shirt.
Yeah. Look at that.
You all on Instagram, yeah?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
You can see where
Oh,
how we find you.
at Alejandro Menace on Instagram.
You follow
Alejandro Menace.
Yeah, what's your
The
name?
great T-shirt.
Look at right now. Yeah.
Hello.
I'll tell you right now. We'll take a picture. Give me a second.
That.
Wanna get over here? Let me do it.
small channel, but we got the funds to get bigger for sure. I'm actually
Get in here, brother.
we do
The hardcore American page. Let's take a pic.
Oh yeah. You don't follow this
So
thing?
you're gonna get on this side.
That's Official Lives Matter, guys. Follow them on Instagram. It's just a few of us here, but we're here. Hi, wave. Yeah, it's a small group now. I got to talk to this dude. Let's see if they add in some of it. My man right here from ABC. It's on tape, but we don't know if we end up the editing room floor, but it's on tape.
should be on tonight at 6.
It's on tape. Oh wow, 6 o'clock.
I'm feeding it back there.
All right, my man. ABC News, guys. I spoke a little.
The left, an evil agenda that desires to censor anyone and force their way into a private mega corporation and strong-arm them to fix and put a narrative to whatever they want to put it out.
That's Official Lives Matter, guys, on Instagram. Check him out. Beautiful page. We're back here at YouTube headquarters wall, and I'm here with a young man that's doing amazing work on IG and YouTube. Official Lives Matter.
What's up, guys? It's Drew from Lives Matter. How y'all doing?
And we were having a conversation here and say, we need to record this. The reason we need to record this because we're talking about Trump and how some people are stuck in Trump is a potty mouth and Trump, right? The way he acts, and in my opinion, he acts like a human being. And you had a few words to add that you know, repeating yourself.
There's a lot of people that they hate Donald Trump and they don't even understand why. They pull out all kinds of flaws about the president, the flaws that are in all human beings, the flaws that could be in your own dad, the flaws that can be in your own mom, the flaws that can be in you. You pull his out and you take it out and you critique it and demonize him. Now listen, he is not God. He is not perfect. He's not an individual that you can critique and put on the same level as Jesus Christ. There is no president that has that type of ability to be a perfectionist morally and even professionally and even presidentially. There will never be a perfect politician. There will never be a perfect president. There will never be a perfect human being. There's only been one, and my personal opinion is that was Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago, God in human flesh. But listen, that's not Donald Trump. You cannot put him on God level, on a level of perfection. When you stop thinking that way and putting Donald Trump on the level of God and perfection, you start to understand he's just a human being that has flaws just like you. Oh, well, Donald Trump, he's done lustful things. Well, have you ever lusted at a woman? Have you ever...
Alright, everybody, this is the first time I'm streaming on Instagram.
History in the making. Don't go sideways. Don't go sideways.
Oh, you don't go sideways on here?
No,
Oh, it's like Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Looks off. How's everybody doing? It's funny, I've never done this before.
I know. This is
First time, we'll see if we get some people.
Once he's elected.
First time I'm doing Instagram live streaming, so. Oh, this is funny. Hey, everybody, how's everybody doing? Omar here. So, I'm here outside. Oh, I'm gonna let some people tune in before I start talking. How's everybody doing? Hey, everybody. This is the first time I'm doing this, so. On Instagram. I've never done any live streams on Instagram before. This is the first time. So I'm outside right now of, I don't know, what is this, like YouTube Space or something like that. YouTube's like censoring everybody on the internet right now, especially the right, which is wrong. What they're doing is not productive. And I think that the people that are out here right now are just tired of seeing the censorship that is going through right now, and they're fed up with it, and they want to see people that are having their message heard. And I think that part of censoring people, and that's happened to me on over Facebook. I've been censored on some of my stuff, my posts. People say, hey, I can't see what you're posting, via Twitter even Instagram. I mean, I feel like there's some bias by the media. They're censoring the right, and they're stopping our message from being heard. Necessarily, if you look at a lot of the aspects of different things that are happening right now in the political process, you look at a lot of people that are just, I'm blocked on Twitter, Omar. How are you blocked? See, look at that. So a lot of people, I had that happen with me where Twitter dropped about 30,000 of my followers just recently. It was not even like a month ago. So I was at about 160,000. Now I'm at about 130,000. I said, oh, we're auditing your account. We're checking it. We're dropping people that are not active. But then I got a lot of people that refollowed me back, and they said like their accounts were not inactive. They're actually active. But what happened was Twitter was stopping their accounts from being heard and everything. So I'm looking at all those problems and the aspects of everything. Is just wrong what they're doing, and it's not right. So that's why I'm here right now outside of YouTube Space to support our First Amendment right, not to infringe on it. And that's what's happening right now. We're having people that have these corporations that are infringing on our First Amendment right, and they're not letting our message being heard. So I think it's wrong. So we have some people here. I'll flip the camera over so you guys can see us here.
Thank you. Now I know that.
Why are you here?
I'm here for freedom. Here for freedom of speech.
Yes.
Yes. And at the core, we're here to public trust, quite often, stand. And then when they go back to, oh, it's our decision to censor you, we're a private company. But when they need the hundreds of millions of dollars of support from the government, they need to slip all these rules of business, then they're a public trust. It's that hypocrisy that we're figuring out. And we're sharing it on YouTube. So they're snipping us left and right. The truth can't be hidden. We will take it.
So someone made a good point. They said that YouTube headquarters protesting is being censored and cut off social media. Like right now, us being right in front of this place right here, they're saying that it's being cut off and censored. And I see it so too also, because right now, like, I believe that, look, it's saying that I have 15 viewers, but I probably have more people watching. And they just want to make it the appearance to be that I have less. So I mean, that's what's going on right now, which is wrong.
Yeah, that's the big story.
Yeah.
The fact that actually as a call arms, real story, slow, systematic, straight, conservative, libertarian, or just divergent voices of any type. Anybody who doesn't fit their very slim, narrow agenda is getting their freedom of speech tweaked with, and get popular, they just cut you out altogether. That's not going to last long. You're going to have to do some bizarre mindset that the Silicon Valley developed instead of the origination of the freedom of this country. We got to fight for our freedom of speech.
Yeah, we do. And I show an alternative. And this is why I show people, and I go out there and I talk to people, because this is the problem with the political process. They want to complain, but they don't want real change. That's the problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. There's a time to step up and recognize the fact that we have power in numbers. Recognize the fact that the real paradigm is outside what the mainstream media says. I think we all saw that election day. Remember Huffington Post saying they had a 3% chance of winning.
Yeah.
3% chance of winning, right? The great news sources said 8%, right? And so we know that paradigm's just devastated. And yet they pretend like it's like the emperor wearing no clothes. Like the guy we see walking by naked and no one wants to say anything. Like, oh, no one trusts mainstream media anymore because they have completely lost their credibility through manipulating what we now know are facts. The facts we now know.
Well, and this is what's happening. Look, we're right out here right now. I'm surprised actually there's no opposition going here. They probably didn't know that we're going to show up, but I guarantee you, if this was planned and it was put online and publicized that we were going to be here today, I guarantee you the left would have paid a bunch of people to try to intimidate us. I mean, we have a gentleman right here earlier that, he was intimidated in Hollywood and he was attacked. I mean, that video was just outrageous. And I found out, gentleman lives in my district. Oh, yeah. He lives in my district, and he voted for me.
I was attacked in the event with Roger Stone downtown.
I was there. And remember, they kicked me out.
3-day event.
They kicked me out of that event. Remember?
Yeah, across the street. Right?
They asked me to leave. I was with you. I was with you. They asked us to leave. They kicked us out of the event, and it's like the left thinks that they own cannabis. They don't think that anybody on the right can support cannabis, so they think that they own it. And part of the thing is they kicked out Roger Stone out of the event, so that was wrong. I mean, so that's what they want to do. They want to manufacture and make people believe that they're in control of certain things, and that the right can't be also on the same board, on the same team on those issues. So I think that's the problem that's going on around our country. We got to change that idea.
Right now, we really got to thank Roger Stone for that. There's a man who spearheaded the conservative cannabis liberation movement with the United States Cannabis Coalition, and the successes in a year and a half have been spectacular. And Trump has assured us there's more to come in the first term. So the next 2.5 years, we're going to see more. The States Act, the hemp bill, those are bigger than anything that's happened in 4 years. But we're not done. There's more to come.
Thanks, guys, for watching, guys. I'll keep flipping the camera over so you can see. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, go for it. Hey, I think good.
Let me see your let me see yours right here.
And that's how we all know each other. But the other side of that is now we all know each other. And we can organize and we all stuff.
So, in your opinion, what's going on right now, like with concerns of YouTube and Apple and all these other companies trying to censor the right? In your opinion, like if this was happening on the left, they would be outraged, but because it's not happening to the left, they're not as outraged. They feel like they can get away with anything, even murder.
You can dissect this many other angles. I guess first the double standard. Yeah, I mean, if you just ask anyone from the left, if Alex Jones was, a black liberal, I mean, she's working as liberal, but he was a black liberal, a female liberal, gay liberal, any of this, and being shut down. What would the response be? And we know the left would raise hell with it. As they should, because we shouldn't shut down anybody's speech. But no, there's double standards all over the place. There's, the arguments that you're getting from the left, there's contradictions everywhere. There's a lot of different places you can approach this. Number one is let's just compare it to a baker issue. If a baker is forced to bake a cake for somebody, that's fine if that's your position. But, you're talking about a bakery and a marketplace that has hundreds of choices or hundreds of bakeries that you can choose from. So technically, if a baker denies you at their bakery, he's not denying you access to the marketplace. YouTube is completely different. Maybe a company that is that competes with YouTube, maybe a company like YouTube.
No.
There's no company like YouTube isn't anonymous by definition. So if YouTube censors someone, they are not only denying the use of YouTube, they're denying you access to an entire marketplace. So there's contradiction number one. If you're on the left and you said the bakers have to bake the cake, then you have to say YouTube has to allow access. That's just one of them. We just discussed the monopoly having the antitrust. I mean, you can break up YouTube just on antitrust. They can't because it's monopoly denying people access to the marketplace. I remember in the late 90s, we had the banks had to give loans to people that could not qualify for them financially, basically because it would be discriminatory not to. Again, YouTube is not a bank, but again, YouTube is the only access people have to this particular market of posting videos online. And there you go, Bank of Ideas. That's a good line. So, I mean, there's any number of ways that you can dissect this issue. I mean, there's just no way though you can really defend YouTube censorship of conservatives and Alex Jones with any kind of logic that I can think of. You can easily contradict it with an argument that's fairly recent. That's fairly easy to understand. So I think the left really overplayed their hand here. I think this will all be hopefully over soon. I think YouTube is putting themselves at risk of being broken up or having some kind of antitrust slapped on them, as is Twitter and Facebook. And just from a business sense, they need to be careful because if you guys are old enough to remember MySpace, I mean, there was a time when MySpace was the biggest thing on the planet, and then like overnight it disappeared. And that could happen with YouTube, that could happen with Facebook and Twitter too. So, but we're here defending free speech. I think the left overreached, and I think they're going to lose on this one. You're seeing just the beginning of the backlash now. I mean, this is, people are getting awakened to this issue. Americans seem to be very sensitive to their First Amendment issue. Even people who don't follow politics seem to understand their First Amendment right. And anyway, that's where we find ourselves right now.
Thank you for giving your perspective. What's your perspective on all this?
I think they just violated free speech right out there. They want to control the narrative. That's how they do.
Yeah, and I'm talking to a lot of people. I was talking to someone earlier. They're saying that we're a bunch of white supremacists. They said that I'm tied to a bunch of white supremacists. I mean, I'm Hispanic. I don't know. I mean, they're trying to change the mentality, trying to control us, trying to say that. Look, I'm pointing the camera, and 90% of the people that are here are of Hispanic descent. They're not white. So I'm like, we are the majority here, and we are on the right because we know we're being lied to. Yes, they will. Amen. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna get out of the stream right now. I'll be on Facebook right now. So thanks for watching. God bless, guys.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering, congratulations on your primary. Since you're going to be the first Palestinian Muslim, I'm so sorry. Are you willing to? Oh, I can tell. Oh, I actually like. Are you like her? Yes. Rashida, are you willing to admit, as a congresswoman, that Hamas is a terrorist organization? I really need to know that if this woman is going to be elected to Congress, that it's a serious question. I heard about her. Rashida, she likes stocks and stuff. Opportunity for us to be able to come together as one community. What about your Jewish constituents? I'm now going to be a member of Congress, inshallah. The most important thing is that we fight back by love coming from a place of love. Then why are you campaigning with Linda Sarsour, who called for jihad against President Trump? So that is afforded to all of us. What about justice for little girls, Elon? You voted against legislation that would have made SPM a felony. Why is she so hateful against Israel? Are they going to recognize the United States decision to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel? Time for She married her brother. Elon, why did you marry your brother? Elon Omar married her brother. She committed immigration fraud so that her brother could get a green card. It's up to the government. And the government has decided that immigration fraud is a crime and incest is illegal in the United States of America. It is a violation of campaign finance to use your campaign funds to pay for your divorce from your brother. CARE is recognized as a designated terrorist organization in United Arab Emirates. Both of these candidates have been endorsed by CARE, a terrorist organization. The federal government found during the Holy Land Foundation trial that CARE had ties to terrorism. They were funding Hamas, which Rashida, candidate for Congress, supports. She needs to decide whether she's an American or a Muslim first. Is she a Palestinian or is she an American first?
I gotta tell you something about that video.
that very few people will actually understand. When you go into the den of the beasts and you shine a light on the darkness, they show a range of different emotional reactions, from crying to screaming to cursing to assaulting. You saw all of it in that video. And I'm telling you, when I go into the belly of the beast at these protests all alone, just like Laura does, I mean, the truth really brings the beast out. I mean, that's when you enter the spiritual realm of this stuff, when you actually see like spiritual evil coming out of these people. It's like the same thing. Like, I'm standing at the March for Our Lives in Austin, just holding a camera. I'm not even doing anything. I'm just standing there, and they all of a sudden know that I'm with InfoWars, and they start screaming at me and pointing at me and harassing me. I'm not even saying anything. I'm just recording it for documenting history purposes. It's like the same thing. Laura shows up. As you can see, she's kind. She's like, wow, congratulations, you're the first. And they're all welcoming and accepting and smiling. And then as soon as she asks anything about the religion of Islam or Palestine, they freak out. They try to kick her out of the event. They try to steal her cell phone, and they don't let her ask a question, and they refuse to answer it. That's how you know these people are shallow. Now, there's Midge Lee. You can find her on Twitter at Fog City Midge. Is the female version of Fleckus Talks. That's the best way I would describe her. She goes out to liberal events, a la Fleckus, with a wooden spoon, puts a microphone in Trump protesters' face, and just gets absolute gold, just showing you the dumbest people in our society. Here is a perfect example of the type of work that MAGA Midge does.
If you look at any statistic on who has access to those things, you'll see that people of color have far less than white people, unfortunately. People of color have less access to jobs than white people. Yes. Okay. So do you think that Donald Trump's doing a great job then? No. A great job then? No. Well, because black and Hispanic unemployment are at an all-time low,
So MAGA Midge joins me now. Isn't it great? Isn't it great when you capture those moments and you're just living it and you're just like, yes, I got the meme.
Yep, it is amazing. It's such a great feeling. And you know, right when it's happening is when they sort of shut down and get that just derpy look on their face, and everything kind of just goes blank. And I've been working on just trying to hold the mic there as long as possible, just to see how long that awkward pause can continue. But it's so fun, and that's one of my favorites.
Vänta! Bilbränder! Vad fan har han på med? De kommer ta våra bil med dem, va? Jag går ner till Ja, men det måste ju. Jävlar, har de tagit på bilarna här. Så helvete vad många bilar har de tagit på. Men våra bil kommer ju också. Nej, jag springer ut och... Nej, jag bara... Kom, vi går in till Samuel, tror jag.
hablamos más.
Jävligt ute alltså. Brinner överallt.
Of the gun world. I'm your host, Adam Kraut, and today we're talking about the traditionally anti-gun Ninth Circuit confirming openly carrying a gun in public is protected by the Second Amendment. Yeah, you heard me correctly. The court that oversees 9 states, including California, Washington, Oregon, and Hawaii, some of the most anti-freedom states in the union, has confirmed that open carry is covered by the Second Amendment. A little bit of background is needed here. This all started in Hawaii, specifically on the Big Island. Hawaii is certainly not known for being the most gun-friendly place in our country. The law there generally requires that gun owners keep their firearms at their place of business, residence, or sojourn. As with almost everything, there are always exceptions. In this case, the exception allows citizens to obtain a license to carry a loaded handgun, either openly or concealed, but only in certain circumstances. To carry a concealed firearm, a person must show reason to fear.
Person in this room, that's mutual, is Imam Siraj Wahhaj, who has been a mentor, a motivator, an encourager of mine, someone who has taught me to speak truth to power.
Siraj Wahhaj, one of the 1993 unindicted co-conspirators for the World Trade Center bombings, who is also the character witness for the Blind Sheikh. Siraj Ibn Wahhaj, one of the adults, apparently the adults who was in charge of this makeshift compound. The court documents say that the plan, and apparently was underway, was to train these children who were there at this makeshift compound to carry out school shootings.
Donald Trump showed up at the front. Murder him for the people. How about you, man?
Man, I told Trump to get on the floor and scrub those toilets himself. Because he don't know how to fucking clean. He needs to learn.
He needs to learn how to clean? Scrub some toilets? Fucking murder him.
I mean, no, he's America's Caesar except he's a dickhead. So, you gotta take him down.
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! There we go. If it came down to it and it was a group effort, we'd have to do him like Gaddafi.
Like Gaddafi?
Yeah.
What would you do if Donald Trump showed up?
I would wild out.
You'd wild out? Yeah? Yeah? You'd fuck him up? What's that?
I get a chance to fuck him up, I would.
Yeah, fuck him up, you would. Yeah. Looks like you got a system right there. All right. You better stay away.
Not that.
Yeah. How about you? What would you do?
I would just smack him.
Smack him?
Yes. I would smack him.
Yeah. How about you? What would you do?
I would just smack him.
Smack him?
Yes. I would smack the shit out of him, son.
That?
Like, for real.
Yeah. All right. How about you, sir?
I'd smack him too, but it'd be like a pimp slap.
Pimp slap?
Pimp slap.
If the president showed up at this march, what would you do, sir? Beat his ass? Trump showed up today, what would you do, sir?
I'd throw the fucking bell at him.
You'd throw a bell at him?
Yeah, why not?
All right, what would you say?
Tell him to fuck off.
All right, what's that shirt say?
Something to jag off.
I'd piss on his leg.
What's that?
I'd piss on his leg.
If I was down here, I would tell his wife to go home and for him to get on his jet and get the fuck out of here too.
Get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
And Melania to get out of here too?
Yeah, because you know he hates everybody, but he forgets his wife is an immigrant too.
I wouldn't say anything. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.